Alright, I got my SCX24 body here. We're going to be taking off this tent thing. There's four hex bolts that take off the rack. So we're going to do that right now. Got the chassis ready. That's what it looks like. It's my first SCX24, so I'm pretty excited. I'm going to set that aside. Get a little hex tool that comes with the truck. Now we're going to remove these four bolts in here to get this rack off. It's a lot of weight up top, unnecessary weight that you don't need, so I'm going to end up taking this off. Probably keep the rack though, just because I think it looks cool like the way it looks. Not too much weight, as much as this tent is anyhow. This is a Gladiator body. 155 millimeter wheelbase. Alright, here we go. Be nice if I had some electric tools, but I don't. I'll have to order some. Be careful when you're taking these off. They like to slide in between here. You gotta shake them to get it out. Try to take forever, but it'll be worth it. Alright, we got 3 out of 4. Oh, I took one up before the video started. So get the last one here. Need better lighting here. I can't really see. There's number 4. Let's see what it looks like without the rack on the back first before I decide to put it back on. So for now, I'll probably just take off the whole system back here. Alright, there it is. It's 4 hex bolts. Takes off a lot of weight on the back too. Here's the rack. We got 3 fuel cans, looks like, and some traction boards. They do pop right off of there, so if you want to use them, it's pretty easy. You also got a jack, and then there's a, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a shovel in there. Think of this tab a little twist, and these come right off of here. I think. Oh, yep, there's one. There's 2. You get a little cool sticker with it. And then I'll put it in my battery box that I have for all my batteries. Also with this, you get a little user manual deal. Some Pro Line stuff here. For anyone who wants to use this, use the QR. And then here's the user manual. 55 pages long here because it shows an exploded view of everything. Neat. The back of it. A little off topic, but I figured I'd show that what comes with it. And then you get your the new USB charger. LiPo charger. Get your 350 mAh 30 cell 7.4 volt LiPo battery. Comes with the Spectrum 2-in-1 10 amp ESC receiver. I know these are the new electronics, the V2s. I know the V1 had a lot of problems. This V2 seems to crawl really slow and nice, has plenty of power. Here is the transmitter. Spectrum SLT2. Got your power button, your throttle speed limit. You can see there, I think there's a 50, 75, and 100. And you got your steering. And you can reverse steering for if you want to turn the opposite way. I know who would ever use that. Then you got your steering dual rate here and here, and your steering trim. Got a nice foam wheel. I wish the wheel was closer. You can one hand drive it because I got short thumbs, so it's kind of hard for me to reach it. So I have to drive it like this for now. Let's set that aside and get back to what we're doing here. Alright, now we got the rack off, as you can see. There's actually a little guy in there. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but little cowboy hat guy, pretty neat. Might take the tint off the windows or cut them in half so you can actually see them. I'll do that another day though, not right now. Alright, we got everything off. Set everything aside so we're not losing stuff here. Oh, it also comes with the bind plug, which it goes in depth about in the user manual if you want to read one. Some extra parts here. I think those are clips of some sort. Extra body posts in case you want to mount your body different style and not use a Velcro, and a drive shaft part there, and a Velcro strap for your battery. I also went and got these little O-rings from Menards for, I think they're $6.22. So what we're going to be doing with these is taking the smallest ones and putting one on each shock on the top of the spring to dampen it to get that bounce out. So now it's a bouncy. And then we're also going to take three of the small ones and put them in under each bolt here to take out this slop in the front end, the steering links here. See how much play is in that? You put O-rings in there, you'll make that stiffen up. Be nice and tight and you'll have a lot better steering. And you can also tighten this little nut up to get more steering out of it. And I've seen people say that you can super glue the servo saver here. Kind of a budget hacks and stuff. Pretty cool. End up putting this the battery up front actually too, instead of in the back, so get more of a 60-40. I also have some 1.0 B-lock wheels and tires coming. I just ordered tonight with Amazon Prime, so it'll be here in a few days. These are the ones that come with it. KMC Machete with these stock tires. They're pretty soft, but they probably don't grip pretty well. They do come glued though, which is cool. Use a 4mm nut on the wheels, like all 24 scale basically. Got a 4-link in the back, and then your 3-link up front. That's pretty much all the steering angle we got until I grind these cups out a little bit more, so I can get more steering out of the stock linkage and axle and servo. That'd be another day. Right now we're going to focus on putting the O-rings on the shocks, and then we're going to relocate them. I don't know if you can see or not, from this position down onto the chassis and screw them into the battery tray here. And then the rear ones, take them off the mount, and we're also mount those to the chassis on the battery tray here. So they'll both be on the chassis at an angle instead of straight up and down. Give you more travel and better articulation, and also at an incline your shocks won't unload with shocks at an angle and with the O-rings on them for a preload. I also have these little adhesive weights. Oh. I get from Hobby Lobby, like probably like $3.50 a pack, and you get 2 strips and you can break them up. How you put double-sided tape on them, and we're gonna go ahead and mount 2 of these on top of the servo, just like this, just to get some weight on the front axle for now. And little budget hacks: double-sided tape, adhesive weights. And here's your rack. I don't know if I showed that, I forgot, but yeah. I end up probably just keeping that off for now. Just keep that weight off the back, so it's not top heavy too. I already removed this front bumper that stuck out quite a lot. And I'm not really a fan of lights on crawlers, so I don't really use them at night, so there's no point in really having them. But I'm going to keep it, and eventually I'm going to relocate them to inside the body. Have them facing down at the tires, which I've seen people do. Yeah, it protrudes out pretty far, so you lose a lot of angle going up against something. Instead you're hitting on the bumper instead of your wheels catching first. So what you want, you take it off so your wheels catch the object first, or the rock, instead of your bumper meeting it. I do have a set of wheels and tires from a recent RCS24. I like the SCX24 clone. We're going to end up trying these until I get my new ones in the mail. They're black, and I think they'll look a lot better anyhow, so what do you guys think? A little bigger too. They are glued also. Or I was going to think about trying these Injora rock terrain crawler tires. A little bigger than, actually way bigger than stock, as you can tell. And see how those work. We'll test mount them and see if they rub, and if they do, I do got a brand new Dremel tool set here that I ordered from Amazon. It is this Ginelson mini cordless rotary tool. It's battery operated. Here's what it looks like. Comes with all these cool accessories. I'm also going to use that to grind down the fenders of the racing RCS24 I had, because I have, I think they're 63 or 64 millimeter mudslingers on them. They kind of get caught in the wells, so I'll have to knock them down a little bit. That'll be another whole video though for another day. Get all this stuff out of the way. So for now, we are going to move and angle the shocks and get the O-rings on them as well. So I'm going to stop the video right here and get that done. And I appreciate all you guys' views. I did change my channel name from Tiny Titans RC because I found out that there's 3 other channel names with the same exact name. So I changed it to 218 Crawlers. I'm based out of Duluth, Minnesota, so go ahead and remember to like and subscribe to 218 Crawlers. Thanks, everyone. See you later.